M68246. It's Kansas City 4-count, 1-pound tenderloin tips and a 12-count of 2-ounce medallions. This is the first time that we're offering a Kansas City combination as a QVC2 big deal, and this is quality all year long. This is barbecuing. This is holidays. This is those weeknight meals where we're just not quite sure what's for dinner. Kansas City Steak Company for more than 80 years has been our steak authority. These are your 4 1-pound packages of those gorgeous filet mignon tenderloin tips. Make no mistake, this is 5.5 pounds of filet mignon that you're getting at an incredible price. Now down in front on the second board, that's where you see the 12 2-ounce medallions. That is 1.5 pounds of filet mignon represented on this second board. Now if you come back up here to these 4 1-pound packs of tenderloin tips, these alone have a value of $79.95. For $10 more, you're getting another 1.5 pounds of filet mignon. That's a good deal. You're also getting the seasoning packs. You're also getting the Kansas City Steak Book. That's your cook guide and expert tips. But the QVC2 big deal price is $89.98. We have it on 5 easy payments of $18. You also have your choice of ship weeks. Let's explain and discuss that for a minute. Yes, this is filet mignon. They are wet aged for 28 days. Optimal marbling for flavor, hand trimmed so there's no waste. You're spending money on all food, and they're flash frozen to lock it all in. Now you have your immediate ship week. So Mary, I like what I'm seeing. I don't want to wait. I want to get it as soon as possible. Order immediate. We also have the ship week of April 27th. And then we have a ship week of May the 4th. As a huge fan of that sci-fi movie, May the 4th be with you. I'm choosing May the 4th. But you know what? I don't know what my plans are for the summer. I want to keep a great thing coming. Auto delivery is available every 90 days for 1 year. You know what else? My freezer is only so big. I want to keep it fresh, I want to keep it delicious, and I want to keep it coming at the ready. So auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year is the way to go, especially when the price is this great. $18 a month for filet mignon for the whole family. Huge opportunity on 5 easy payments of $18 here. But remember, the fact that we are getting so much means that it's versatile as well. Now, I couldn't do this whole thing by myself. I want to cut in and get started and welcome in my friend, Ralph Pallarino. Ralph Pallarino, I need to hear your voice.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm excited. We had the fillets tonight, so it's fresh in my brain how great this is.
You know what? Ralph is not only a friend of ours here at QVC, he is a chef, he's a former restaurant owner, but he also has a very unique relationship with Kansas City Steak Company. Ralph, can you tell us a little bit about, you've actually been to the Kansas City Steak mothership, for lack of a better word. Tell us a little bit about the company.
Yeah, sure. So I've been several times, and so in 1932, we started out, and the name was S&S Meat Company. Okay, that's how we started out. And we were in the heart of Kansas City in the stockyards where all this great cattle was being built. Okay. And, you know, throughout the years, we had one mission, and that was high-quality meat at an affordable price. That was our mission. And our third thing was taste. Taste, that's all we care about. And how do you achieve taste when it comes to meat? Well, you take your time, Mary. And every time I go, and you'll see, I'm seeing some footage of myself there. Whenever I go there, I'm reminded of how dedicated these folks are. That guy right there, he's been there over 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Wow.
And when he talks, it's just like day one. I mean, all he cares about is the taste and the quality. And we do something interesting. We do grass-fed, and then we finish with corn. That's what gives you that optimal marbling. And then we're not in a hurry to get it out the door. So what do? We wet age it for 28 days. And me and you were talking earlier about wet aging. What do you do with meat for 28 days, right? Well, it's basically a controlled environment. You have these packaged, these sealed packages in their enzymes, in their juices, and they're breaking down that meat for 28 days. They're making it even more tender, and you're getting this taste, this richness that you don't get with other meat. And then we flash freeze it. So when you defrost it, 6 months to a year from now, it's going to taste the same as the day we package it. That's what makes us so unique. 80 years later, and we still care about taste. That's all we care about.
Now, I know how good these are. I know that they are wet aged for 28 days. I know that they are optimal marbling. I know that these are flash frozen to lock in all of that delicious flavor. But can you walk us through all of those features while I cut and showcase some of these beautiful pieces? Because we have tenderloin tips and medallions here. So first, let's talk about why these are so special with the marbling and the aging. Can you help us describe that?
Right. So traditionally, when you think of a filet mignon or tenderloin, it doesn't have a lot of marbling. It doesn't have any fat. Okay, so people think, well, right away, okay, it's an approachable steak that's super tender, but it doesn't have a lot of flavor. Well, guess what? A Kansas City steak company filet mignon has so much flavor. And we have that flavor because of that wet aging. Okay, that wet aging is huge. 28 days, it creates this richness, the robust flavor that when you go to that steakhouse and you're saying to yourself, why does this taste so different? Why can't I get this at my house? It's because of that aging. That's what makes it so special. So now you have a filet, right, that cuts like butter, okay, super tender, but now you have this robust taste. So if you're a serious steak eater, you're actually going to love our filet mignon. You're going to love our tenderloin because it has that flavor and that taste that you traditionally don't get from a tenderloin. So now what are these, right? Are you cutting the tips there, I think?
Yes, I am. I'm cutting the tips. But here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm cutting up a whole bunch of them at the same time while you're talking to show. There's no gristle here. There's nothing I have to trim and throw away. I'm cutting all the way down to the end, and that is gorgeous protein.
Well, you know, it's filet. So, again, let's talk about what are the tips, and then we'll talk about the medallion.
Okay.
So you have to picture about a 14, 15-inch piece of tenderloin.
Okay.
And what happens is, in the middle is where you get those perfectly cut fillets that you see in the pictures and at the restaurants. But then the filet, the tenderloin does something interesting. It tapers off at the end. It literally just goes down to these tips. And for the longest time, no one's like, well, what do we do with these tips? Someone's like, well, wait a second. It's filet, right? Yes. It's from the tenderloin? Yes. So why don't we cut these? Why don't we save these and package them for the QVC customer? Because they're so versatile, Mary. I mean, with these tips, you can pretty much do anything. Soups, chilies, tacos, okay? Stir fries. Because they're so versatile, because you don't feel guilty, right, about cutting into a big, expensive filet. You would never do that. That's unheard of, right? But if you like filet and you like that, having that luxury of using the filet, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. So now you have the tips, right? Versatile. You can do anything with them. Now you have the medallions. And people are like, well, what's the difference? Well, it's still filet, okay? It's still tenderloin. It's still tender. It's still robust. But I think the medallions have a little bit of a different length. For example, the way they're packaged, okay? There's 4 to a package, which equals 8 ounces. So it's like having a big 8-ounce filet, but it's already cut in 2-ounce portions. So number one, if you're counting points, Mary, it's perfectly proportioned for 2 ounces.
See.
If you want, like tonight, all I wanted was a 4-ounce piece of meat, okay? So what did I do? I took 2 of those medallions. I put them on top of some fresh mozzarella, a tomato salad, and some artichoke hearts. That was my meal tonight. And I knew exactly how much I was getting. That's what the medallions are perfect for. You want to pair with a crab cake or a steak. Or you know what?
So,
you want 8 ounces of meat, you got it. There it is.
So, Ralph, I want to show exactly what you're talking about here on the board, because right up here in the corner, we have an 8-ounce filet mignon. This is restaurant quality. This is what we would go to the restaurant and it might say MP next to it. And MP, you know, makes your heart palpitate a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
Much palpitation. That's what I think MP stands for. But what we've done and what our chef has done, cut it into 4 pieces. Now it's 2 ounces, 2 ounces, 2 ounces. Now come over here. This is what you're getting. This is 4 of exactly what you're seeing here. So instead of taking an 8-ounce cut and cutting it into pieces, and now you can share it, You can do that on your own and customize. This is 2, 4, 6, 8. There's your 8-ounce filet, but quite frankly, that's too much for one sitting. Let's do a little portion control. Let's make it last. Let's love on it a little bit. And now you can do that because you're getting, and I'm gonna walk everybody over and show you exactly what you're getting. Here at the end of the table, this is our brand new QVC2 big deal. Ralph, we have never ever had the combo before. So you're getting 4 1-pound packages. This is a pound, this is a pound, this is a pound, this is a pound up top of the tenderloin tips. So 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 pound. There's your 4 pounds of tenderloin tips. In front, you're getting 12 of those 2-ounce medallions. Those are the ones that we were talking about. Make them for dinner. Portion control it if you want to. You get the Kansas City steak seasoning, perfect blend. Little garlic, little onion, little salt, little pepper, perfectly blended for you. Use that with your steak. Then you get a Kansas City steak book that's your cooking guide. But at kansascitysteaks.com, just the 4 1-pounders were selling for $79.95. At QVC, you're getting those 4 1-pounders, but you're also getting the 12 2-ounce medallions. So that's another 1.5 pounds of filet mignon for just $10. We have 5 easy payments available of $18 here. It's on free shipping and handling. I cannot say that enough. You're getting 5.5 pounds of filet mignon in total for less than $90. It's $89.98. You can lock that in with auto delivery. Lock it in with auto delivery. Auto delivery is actually every 90 days for 1 year. You can choose your ship week, so you don't have to stock your whole freezer right now. You can keep a great thing coming. Auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year, but you can choose the ship week of now, you can choose the ship week of April 27th, or you can choose that ship week of May the 4th. I want to walk folks around the table a little bit, Ralph. Talk to us about the versatility ideas here that we're seeing. We've got a little tips and mac and cheese and green beans on the corner of the table, and that just quite frankly looks heavenly.
Yeah, I mean, look at those shish kebabs. That's a perfect example of how the tips would be perfect for shish kebabs. They're already cut up. All you got to do is toss them in some olive oil and your favorite spices. You want to go tacos seasoning, go taco. You want to Mediterranean, go Mediterranean. There, you got the tips as the center plate with some green beans. Perfect. Again, I see in the back there you have some stew, it looks like.
That looks
a nice stew. I was thinking about beef barley soup. Instead of using just like regular meat, use some of these tips for a beef barley soup. That's crazy.
Yum.
And you know what, Mary? I just want to walk you back to that filet you were cutting, if that's cool. I wanted to make a point.
Yeah, let's go back there.
So I don't forget. So when you cut up that big 8-ounce filet,
yes,
you noticed that a lot of juice came out of that, right?
I did.
Which is that marbling, wonderful. But you know what? By the time you got to the end of that filet, it would have been dried out.
Totally.
Think about this. So if you had 4 of the little medallions, each one is a flavor bomb. So each one is perfectly cooked, and you're not losing all that flavor on your plate or on the cutting board there. That's the unbelievable thing about those medallions and the tips. I wanted to just throw that in there.
Thank you for that. That is such a great point. And you know what? That takes me to the 4 1-pound packages. They're all going to show up like this. So you could seemingly take one of these out of the freezer, thaw it out. Walk us through how to prepare, Ralph, if you don't mind.
Sure. So you're holding up the package. The medallions come, like I said, in 4 2-ounce medallions in a package, and then the tips come in a 1-pound package. You get about, let's say, 10 to 13 tips. So what you want to do is ideally put them in your refrigerator the night before, if you're a super planner like some people, right?
Okay.
Now, if you're not, the morning of, put them on your countertop. About 3 or 4 hours, they're going to naturally just defrost. Now you're ready for dinner, okay? Very important point. You take them out of the package and have like a bowl and put like a nice paper towel in the bowl, and then dump the filet medallions or tips into that bowl on top of that paper towel. It's going to absorb all that moisture, okay? Put a towel on top also. Now you have very dry filet tips or medallions. This is important, Mary, because we want to get that optimal sear that you're seeing right there on your screen. That's important when you dry all of your meats, because now what you want to do is coat it with a little bit of olive oil, okay? Or any canola oil. Okay. Season them up with our seasoning or your favorite seasoning. Get a hot grill, get a hot pan, get a hot broiler, throw them down, don't touch them, turn them after like 2 or 3 minutes, and you're done. They cook so fast. It's ridiculous. And if you want medium, like